going to learn a very important topic, which is the ES6. As I have told, this is the topic just before React. Before React, you have to know ES6. Okay, that is a must to know ES6, because almost all the ES6 concept we are going to use in React. Okay, hi all. Let me tell. Hello all. Okay, hope it is going and hope I'm live on YouTube. Okay, I think I will live on YouTube in some time. One sec. Okay, I'm live. Okay, so okay, so hope everyone able to see me. Okay, so please, even we're starting, please do hit the like button so that it can reach to more people. It can reach to more people, and more people can come to my channel and become a web app developer. And please do subscribe to my channel if you're not done yet. Okay, so we will start now. So but let me tell one more thing. Okay, uh, attendance will be given at the end, and okay, attendance will be given at the end. Okay, so let's get started. Hello all. So yeah, so let me share my screen now. Yeah, so hope you all will see my screen. So we are going to learn about ES6 today. ES6 is what? ES6 is known as ECMAScript 6. Okay, ECMAScript 6. ECMAScript is a next generation of JavaScript, which was released in 2015 by ECMA Technical Committee. It has added new features in JavaScript. So what is this ECMA Technical Committee and why it is called ECMAScript? Okay, I think I have not told this thing. Okay, JavaScript official name is ECMAScript. Okay, it is not JavaScript. JavaScript was given the name JavaScript because Java was a very popular at that time in 1995. So they want to ride on top of that thing. So that's why they named it JavaScript. The official name is like ECMAScript. Okay, and before 2015, whatever was there, it was known as ES5, and after this it is means the new additions are ES6. Okay, so nothing has gone away, only the addition, there are additions in JavaScript, because as I have told about many different features many times of ES6. I've already told, and I'm not going to cover them now because I've already covered many of them, like let, var, and const. I've covered something in that. I've covered what is the difference between let and var. I've covered very. Then I think I've covered template string, so I'm not going to cover that. But beside that also, there are many important features which you should know. Hello Sandeep. Hello. So that all you should know, and that is very much required for being a React.js developer. After this week, next week is React.js week, so it is very much important. So that is there, and we are going to learn about array helper methods also. Those are very important, like for each map and reduce, for each map reduce filter. All those things we are going to learn. Okay, so let's get started. And again, we are going to start with your. Okay, so first thing what we are going to learn. First thing we are going to learn is let, var, and const. Okay, let and var, we have already seen that let is having a block scoping, and var was having a function scoping, so that was an issue. So we solved that with let. We have already seen that thing, so I'm not going to tell again. But const, what is const? So const we are going to see now. Const, we cannot assign a new value to a variable after initial declaration for primitive type like integer and string, but can add values for non-primitive types like array and object, but in a way. So we are going to learn that thing now. Means we are going to deep dive into const. You can say that thing. Okay. So I'll do JSBin, and JSBin I've done, and JavaScript and console is there, and here. Okay. So we are going to learn about const. Okay. So const first age equal to 6 and first age equal to 8. So we have seen this thing, this is not allowed, and it will throw me an error. So this is something which is not allowed. So this we have already seen. Okay, so but if I remove this will be allowed. So just telling about this. So this is not allowed. Console.log of first stage. But as it is telling that in the non-primitive data types like array and object, it is possible. So something is possible. Let us see what is possible. Okay, so first thing is that const child ages equal to 5, 6, 8, 10. Okay, So I want to add 12 to it. Okay, so the thing is that I cannot do something like this, like child ages like this. I cannot do, and it will give me error actually. Let me comment this out also. It will give me error because again it will give me error, but I can use the push and pop, which are the main push method, and the push and all those method, which are the main way, which is the main way to push into an array. Push method. Okay, I can use that, and that is completely possible. So what I can do, I can come here and child ages dot push and 12 I'm going to do, and then now it is quite possible. And then let me do the console dot log of child ages. I'll do, and if I play it and run it, it is quite possible. So I can use a push method. Now object have gone one step further. You can change the key value pair also, or add a new key value pair also. So let us see in object what is possible. Object is also non-primitive data, and so in object what is possible, const person obj equal to name is like Bindu, and skill is like JS, and now console.log of person obj is so person obj anyway will work. So what I can do actually here, anyways I cannot directly assign, but what I can do here, person obj dot skill equal to react. See, I am updating a key value pair. Okay, I am updating a key value pair, which is quite possible. And I can also add a new key value pair. Okay, person obj dot profession equal to trainer. I can do both of these things. Okay, so comment this out. Let me run it. So see, the name of Nabindu is okay, it is already there, but skill is updated from JS to React, and also new key value pair is added. So in object, this all things are okay. So that's why we use const a lot. You might be seeing that I'm using const a lot in my all this code and all these things. I'm using const a lot. Okay, that is like using const a lot. So that is there. Now the next thing which we are going to do is fat arrow functions. So, but the fat arrow functions we have already seen, so I'm not going to tell again. So it is a new way to write function. Fat arrow function keep its context, and we don't have workaround like bind, apply, and call. This is something which you are going to see in React. Okay? This is something which you are going to see in React, and we're not going to learn about functions now. We already learned about them. Like fat arrow function, contains fat arrow function, we already learned. So now the next thing which we are going to learn is the default parameters. So what are default parameters? So default parameters are the values those which are taken when no values are passed, and this is a very important thing. This applies to both normal function and arrow function. Okay, so let us do that, and now I'll open another JSBin. Okay, another JSBin I'll open, and I'll do default parameters. Default parameters I'll do const is equal to, suppose I have done something like, and it something like num1 comma num2 and return num1 triple equal to num2. I have something like this. Okay, I will do a console.log also. Console.log of num1 and console.log of num2. I have both of them, num1 and num2, and then console.log of is equal like 10 comma 10 comma 10 maybe. Okay, so if I run it, it will means num1 is 10, num2 is 10, and this will be true because num1 and num2 are equal. So what is default parameter? This is not default parameter. So default parameters is something. Suppose this 10 I'm not passing, and JavaScript is quite possible. JavaScript is a loosely typed language. It is not so strict that if I don't pass a parameter it will give some error. Okay, so what will happen, this will pass 10, this will pass undefined, num2 is undefined, and it will be false. Definitely 10 is not equal to undefined, so it is false. But what is the case? Suppose in some case I want the user to pass something, and in some case if the user doesn't pass anything, and this is a very common case in programming languages, especially in JavaScript. Suppose the user doesn't pass anything, just in this case I want some default value to be taken. So here we can do an equal to and give a 20. So I wanted 20 to be there. Okay, so if I come here and 10 20 false. Okay, 10 20 num2 is 20 now. But what happens if I pass something? In the second case I am again passing something. So we clear it and run it. See this 10 is passed. So this 20 is overwritten. 20 is overwritten. If you pass something, then it will be overwritten. So that's why it is known as default parameters. Okay, that's what is known as default parameters. Okay, so that is there. And now we are going to learn about two very important fields, not two very important things. One is object literal extension and one is dynamic field. Both of them are very important and both of them are used a lot, means and there are some very good use cases of both of them. Object literal extension is like, it is a shortcut and it will be used a lot in a lot of programmers will use. In object literal extension, we now have extension for key of an object. Okay, so what does that mean? So let us understand that thing. Object, it is always better to understand with an example. Okay, so I will comment it out, and here object literals extensions, object literals extension. So suppose I have an object. Okay, so first let me declare some variables. Let name equal to design, and let age equal to 8, and let es6 obj equal to name and age and age, name and age and age. Okay, so that is there. So what is this? So I have taken a variable name which outside, which has a name and age, and again I have taken this as a key as name and another key as age. But this value is also from this name, means if I run this thing, what it will show, means this is a normal case. This is not object literal extension. Console.log and es6 obj and do like this. Let it run it. So it will give me the object. So nothing different here. So just I declare it outside, but I declared it outside with the same name as the key for a reason. Now I can actually remove this thing, and this is a shortcut notation. Okay, this, you're not required to use this, but it's a shortcut notation and developers love shortcuts. So someone in your team will love this thing, and see, it is still giving me this thing. So this is a shortcut notation. Object literal extensions. Okay, so now there is one more thing which is known as dynamic field. So in dynamic fields we can assign dynamic value to keys in an object. What does that mean? So just come here and then what we are learning. Okay, dynamic fields. Okay, so let me also have a comment here. Dynamic field, actually this concept is even more important. Dynamic fields. Okay, so in this what happened? Okay, so let age field equal to age and let es6 dynamic or es6 dynamic. Okay, es6 dynamic is okay, and here I have a name as Shikha and instead of age, I will have this age field, okay, which is a dynamic thing. So if I want to have this dynamic field here in the key, what I have to do, I have to do a array kind of notation. It is not an array kind of notation. FIELD field is like 39. Okay, so age field, this thing I have taken age field equal to 39, and console dot log of so see, okay, it is okay, it's showing the whole thing only. Sometimes it does this thing with me. Okay, so see, it is coming. So the age has been changed. Okay, so the age has been changed. This age field has been changed to age. Why this is very popular? This is actually very much used in the object detail extension also, because I can control a key from outside also. Means I can control like this key from outside, which is not that much easy to do. Key from outside, okay, it is a key from outside also I'm doing. So that is very, very powerful. So this is why this is a very big thing. Okay, and we're going to use this a lot. Okay, so that is there. And now the next thing is the rest and spread operator. So rest and spread operator are very important thing, and this is actually one of the most important thing, because in React we are going to use this, especially the spread operator, a lot. And first let us understand what is the rest operator. This is a rest operator. We can pass arguments to a function and it gets converted to an array. So what does that mean? So let us do that. First rest operator we'll do, and then after that we're going to do the spread operator. So again, JSBin I'll do, and I'll do a rest operator. Okay. So suppose I have a array function, and inside this I want to pass some array to it. Okay, so some array I want to pass. Okay, and what does that mean? Okay, let me first make this complete, and console dot log of array like this, and array function, and 1 2 3 6 5 9 and 8. Suppose like this I am having, and what I want this all to be converted into an array. So it is not very easy to do. If I want to do it normal way, I have to write a lot of code here, like parameter. I can take all of them, then I can add the temporary variables, and a lot of code are there. Even then also, the problem is that if the parameters keeps on increasing or decreasing, it will be very difficult. So instead of that, we are going to use the rest operator, which is again in ES6. In that, what I am going to do, I'll have this dot 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 and ARR I'll do. Okay, so what it is going to do, it is going to take all the parameters and convert that into an array. And even if I remove something, and maybe I will add it here. Okay, it would be done like that. So you can change the parameter, remove something, and it will be always be converted into an array. So this is known as rest operator. And we can also use so this is nothing much in rest operator. Now we are going to look into spread operator. Okay, what is spread operator? Spread operator is very important. Spread operator is the opposite of rest operator, which takes an array and convert it into a list of arguments. Okay, so I'll come here, and spread operator is that let a equal to, maybe the same thing I'll take, comment this out. So let a equal to, I've taken like this. Now there are some functions like math.min. Okay, math.min and all. So it is the opposite, math.min and all. So you can search that JavaScript methods like math.min. So the problem with this method is that it accepts arguments. You cannot pass an array to it. But if I want to pass maybe the minimum of this array, how to do that? Either I have to write a complex logic, or I can use this math.min somehow. But the problem with math.min is that you can only give something like this, and it will actually give me the minimum, which is 1. But I don't want to give something like this because my array can be of dynamic length. So how to do that? So for that, what I'm going to do in the math.min, I'm going to pass this array or a, whatever it is, and I do a dot dot dot. So what I just did, this is a spread operator. So this array will be converted into parameters. This array will convert into parameters. So see, both of them has dot dot dot, but they're using different context. That is very important to understand. This I'm passing to a function, and this is a special kind of thing in which I'm doing this thing. Okay, special kind of function. So this is something which I'm passing to a function, and this is also I'm passing to a function, but it's a special kind of function, and I'm passing an array here. Here I was passing an argument, which is the opposite of it. Okay, so if I run this, see, this one is coming from here. So similar to this math.min, we have like math.max also, and it will give me the max. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't come. So 9 is coming. Okay, so there is one very important thing to learn with your spread operator, and with that is something which I want to tell, and that is that what happens in the what is one of the main reason to use the spread operator is there is a very important computer science term known as call by value and call by reference. Okay, call by value and call by reference. Okay, so JavaScript is a bit difficult if you are coming from a non-IT background, and you have to do it again and again. So if this is your first programming language, Rabia, JavaScript will definitely be difficult. But you do it from my channel. Okay, don't learn that much JavaScript because some of my paid students also tell me that JavaScript is very difficult. But I tell them, okay, keep patience, learn it. Don't go that much deep into it, but learn it only what I teach. Learn that much, and because the main aim should be to learn React, not to learn JavaScript in that deep. It is not required that much. Means at the end of the day, you're getting a job as a React.js developer, not a JavaScript developer. And React.js, some of the DOM concepts are a bit tough in in JavaScript, much more tougher than in React, because my paid student also were having some same problems. And then I told them to wait for the React, and they saw that React is much more easier. DOM programming is important, but it will not give you a job. Nobody does with project in DOM. Okay, so everybody does it in React only. So wait till React, learn whatever you're able to learn now. Although the basics are very much easy, maybe most of the problem people find it difficult in the DOM programming. And async programming, if you don't understand, don't do it. But DOM programming is something which most people find it difficult. Okay, so yeah, so don't do DOM programming that much. Okay, so now what to do? Okay, so now what we are going to do, so there is a thing which is known as call by value and call by reference in your computer science terms. Okay, so let us understand what are they and what is the issue. Okay, so and how we can solve it with spread operator. So suppose there is a call by reference issue, call by reference issue. Okay, so suppose I'll take maybe, okay, let x equal to okay, then suppose I'll do let y equal to x. I'll do y equal to x. I'll do, so what is this? Y equal to x. So I have just copied a y equal to x, but this is not that much easy. So when I do something like this in computer science, not only in JavaScript but in any computer science, any other languages also, what it happens, it's calls by call it by the reference. Call it by the reference means what? There is a, when I create this array, there is in the memory location RAM of the system, there is some continuous memory location will be created, and that is something like it goes in some hexadecimal addresses are being stored. So when I do y equal to x, so this actually this address get located here only also. Actually there are some pointers kind of a thing. So that address get stored in this y. Start referencing the address. So now what will happen? So if I do y dot push of 5 and see console.log of y and console.log of x. I'll do. So run it. See what? Okay, it is showing me the old thing. See now what will happen? Y I pushed 5 in y. 5 in y I have pushed, so it has gone there. But it is showing it in x also, which I didn't want it. See, nobody wants the original thing to be changed. In programming, nobody wants the original thing to be changed. But the original thing is also changed. Original thing is means actually it is also changed, which is not a good thing. So call by reference is an issue. So how to solve it? How to solve it? So I cannot do like this. So how to solve it? We'll do a solution with the spread. Okay. Solution with spread. Here let c equal to okay, the same thing maybe I'll do. Okay, then I'll do a let d. So now I'll not directly put it to c. Let d equal to dot c. But if I do dot c, what will happen? It will change the array into a parameter, but I want it to be array only. So in most of the cases you'll see that we generally use it like this. Okay, inside an array I am going this dot and see I'm going to do. Okay, so this is how we are going to use it. Okay, so that is there. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a d dot push of 13. D dot push of 13 I'm going to do. So now I'm pushing it to d. Now what will happen? Console.log of c and console.log of d. I'll do. I will now maybe comment this out and run it and see. Now what happened? This one is there and I push the 13 to it. I push 13 to it d. And it is going in D only. Okay, no, D I have put this later on. So D. So it is going in D only. C is untouched. So actually it's a copy. So what we're doing here, we're doing a call by copy. This is actually a computer science term. Everybody who does computer science, they have to do it in second year sometime. But this is a very important thing also. This was a very big issue in programming. Call by value has been done in JavaScript especially. So we can do call by value from here. Okay. So that is like this. Okay. So now I will going to look into some more things. Okay, so spread only, but spread is a bit bigger. So yes, when I'll do and JavaScript console is there. So we can actually merge to arrays. Okay, so suppose I have let x1 equal to 1 comma 2 comma x2 equal to 4 comma 5 comma x3 equal to 6 comma 7, and I want to merge all this array. So how to do that? So I'll do a let d1 equal to dot x1 comma x dot x2 comma dot x3. So I can merge it like this. Okay, console.log of d1. So I can merge it like this. So this is how it is there. So I'm again spreading it and then putting it inside an array. This is how it is done. So now this spread operator is also used in your objects also it is used. Okay, so let us do that. Okay, used in objects, and in React we're going to use it in objects. Okay, a lot. Okay, objects, and let obj1 equal to true bar comma is like 32 comma obj2 equal to foo bars. Right, 13. So suppose I have two things. So the two objects I have, and the first thing I'm going to see it copying it. Okay. So again, copying it, we can do it let clone obj equal to dot 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 obj1. Okay. So like this, I'm going to do. And what is this? This means this. Cloned obj when we did, so I can just again copy it, and it is known as cloned because again in programming a lot of terms are used from real life, like clones are like, so it is cloning because okay, it is again going to do something like this. Okay, it is copying call by value. So but as you know, in real life also, clones, even if two clones are there, even if two twins are there, they will seem like same, but they're two different entities, they're two different person. Okay, so they will behave differently. So this cloned obj and obj1 is there. If I do now a console.log of cloned obj, I will, okay, it is again showing me the whole thing. Okay, so it will show me, okay, cloned obj like this. So now we are going to look into merge thing also, how to do the merge, and what will happen when you do the merge. Let merged obj equal to dot 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 obj1 comma dot 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 obj2 is like this, and then console.log of merged obj I'll do. And see, there is one thing very important here. The important thing is that there are two keys here. Also foo is there, here is also foo, two keys with the same name of foo, the foo of bar and foo of bars. X and y are different. Okay, x and y are different, so foo is like a bar is it will happen like this, bars, the last one will be taken, and y and x will taken. Now you were telling me, Rabia, that you are finding JavaScript complex, and then you are telling me that you want to learn DSA on Java or C++. That will actually bounce over your head, because Java and C++ are not that much easy. They are way too complicated. Means this is just a functional programming language. They are like class based, and class based is like way, means if you want to go to DSA, you can choose anything, C++, Java, it doesn't matter. Don't do JavaScript, because JavaScript is not meant for DSA. JavaScript is not meant for DSA. But trust me, Java and C++ are not that much easy only to learn, because they are all class based languages. Class based languages are not that much easy to learn. And on the top of it, JavaScript has got an array and object only, but there they have got linked list and all those things they have got. Okay, so anybody's, the thing is that they are just theoretical thing, and theoretical thing I'm telling because nobody uses it in the industry. That is only been taken for your entrance to the product based company. So because nobody works on Java most of the time, C++ people have not actually in the industry have touched in the past 20 years. But students do C++. Why? Because and anyways the college is teaching them. The other thing is that DSA thing is there. You cannot do it with JavaScript is not that much powerful in DSA. Okay, so anyway, you can choose anything, Java, C++. I will tell Java, you choose Java. Java will be much more better, because at least sometimes people use Java, means maybe in backend programs sometimes people use Java. And now people don't use Java even in Android, because Android everybody uses Kotlin. But C++ people have not touched in the past 20 years. Nowhere they have touched. There is totally nil job in C++. At least you will get one or two jobs will be there in Java, but nil jobs in C++. And 99% of jobs are in JavaScript, but those 99% jobs of JavaScript also if you are going to go to some product based company, which is actually generally 5% only of the total jobs on this planet, 5% are product based companies, so those jobs require DSA. Okay. And again, that's the same thing again, the in India what is happening, I should not waste much time. Again the same government job thing is happening. Everybody is running after government job, everybody is running after those FAM jobs. Okay. And companies making money out of it. Okay, enough of lecture. Okay, let's go ahead. So template literals, we have already seen what is template literals. Like this backtick is there, which is known as template. We already seen, so I'm not going to tell this again. Template literals. Now we are going to learn about array and object destructuring. Okay, so what is this array and object destructuring? So there again a shortcut, array and object destructuring. Again a shortcut. Okay, let me write also. Okay, so yeah, so with the destructuring syntax, you can extract small fragments from the array and object. Okay, so that is known as array and object destructuring. Okay, and from an array if you extract, it's array destructuring, and from object if you extract, it's object destructuring. So I'll do JSBin. Yeah, I can. And here will first learn about array destructuring. Array destructuring we'll learn. Okay, array destructuring we're going to learn, and I'm going to have a const RGB equal to 255 comma 200 comma 0. So I have an array like this. Okay, so suppose I want to get value of each one of the elements. So how to do it in a normal way? I'll do const r equal to RGB of 0, const g equal to RGB of 1, const b equal to RGB of 2. So like this I'm going to have. Okay, so now I can just get it. So this is the normal way. This is not the array destructuring. This is the normal way. So suppose I will have this console.log of r comma g comma b. I'll have, and if I run it, so I'll get this thing. All of these things I'm there. But now what is the destructuring? So instead of this 3 statement, so what I can do, I will come here and const r comma g comma b I'll do, and I'll do a equal to RGB, and it will be exactly the same thing. And this is a shortcut. This statement is equivalent to these 3 statements. Okay, and this is very much used in React. Okay, so in React the use state hook is there nowadays. The use state hook is like this only. Okay, use state hook is like this only. What doc you are and you gave a doc, I don't understand. Okay, so this JSBin things I will put in the description. I put yesterday also in the description. Okay, so RGB is like this we are going to use. Okay, so let us do some other things also here. So we can use the spread operator also here. Okay, like using spread operator with const even equal to 2 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8 comma 10, and const first second, and so first and second I'm doing, and rest of them I want it as a array, so I'll do the remaining. So anything I can root, I'm just putting it as remaining, and I'll do the even. Okay, so now if I do a console.log of first comma second comma remaining. So see, okay, it is, so it is like 2 4, and remaining is taking the rest of them. Okay, whatever is the rest, maybe I will keep a 12 here and run it. So it will like this, 12 will come. So this is how it is done. Okay, so now we are going to look into another thing. Okay, so I can also skip the elements here. I can also skip the elements with a comma. So what does that means? Okay, so skipping items. Skipping items. Suppose I have a const hex equal to, so I'm giving this hex value hash fff comma hash 000 comma hash 678. And suppose what I want only the middle one to out of it. I don't want any variable to be wasted in this too. Middle one is the code for black. So what I'm going to do, const like this, comma I will give, and then black I will give, then a comma I will give, and then equal to hex I will give. Now console dot log of black I will do. So this is like this, 000 is coming. Okay, so similar to this, if I want something like this white I want, so how to do that? I don't want anything else, like, so I can do const, first one is the value for white, then comma comma 2 times, empty kind of comma, equal to hex, and console dot log of white I'll do like this, and let it run it. So see, FFF has been done. Okay, so yeah, one sec. So let me give the attendance sheet, because today I think we'll end in the next 5 minutes, because it's something classes and all are remaining. Okay, so that is some classes is remaining after this. After this classes in ES6 is remaining, that sometimes takes time, and there is a array method helper functions are also there. So this, both of these things will do tomorrow. Okay, so let me complete the object destruction, because object destruction is remaining. But before that, let me give the attendance form. One sec, I'll give the attendance form. Okay, not created. It's like I'm giving the attendance form for send here, copy and mark your attendance here. Mark your attendance here. Okay, mark your attendance here. For today, please do mark your attendance. Okay. So now what we are going to do, we are going to do now the object destructuring. So what is this object destructuring? Let us do JSBin and object destructuring. Object destructuring we're going to do, and const developer equal to first name is Bindu. I'm not understanding what documents you are telling. All of these JSBins are there, will be there in the description. Please take it from the description of this video. YouTube video, you can take it from the description. This YouTube videos get loaded, and you can take all of this. Even maybe I will give this one also. That is not a very big thing. I'll give this one also. YouTube video description. Please go to the YouTube video description. It will, let me also mention this. I will be asking the document. It will be on this video's description. description, because everybody asks about these documents and all. It will be on this video's description. Okay, please do take it from there. Yeah, so first name is there, and then last name is like Swas, and country is like India. And now what I want to do, suppose I want to get this first name, last name, and country. So how I will do this? Okay, so const first name equal to, I am taking the same thing. Okay, developer dot first name. Now const last name equal to developer dot last name. Const country equal to developer dot country. And so this is how I will do it. Okay, and then console dot log of first name comma last name comma country. So I can do it like this. So you can see to access the value, I have to give such big statements I have to give. Okay, so instead of this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the object destructuring now. So object destructuring is, again, in this array destructuring, we have this square bracket. Here we have this curly bracket because it's the object. Okay, so const like first name, last name, country, object structure equal to developer I'm going to do, and it will again show me like this. So this is how it is done. So another thing is there, suppose if I don't want everything, then what? So suppose I have another thing like const stu. So we are going to look into some of the example like in the previous thing. I don't want anything, so name is like Uday, and last L or age is like 8, and skill is like HTML. Okay, so now suppose I don't want all of these things like this. I am getting all of this, so we don't want any special syntax, because objects are always done by key value pair. Okay, objects are always accessed by key value. Here we required it because arrays are accessed by indexes. So here this comma is required. So how I'm going to know that it is a mid one in this special case if I don't want everything? But here it is not required. So what I can do like this, like const, suppose I want only two things. Suppose I only want the name, and to the name, comma, skill, and then equal to student, and console dot log of and this run. Okay, it is like okay, it will take a lot of revision. So it is coming like this. So okay, you can do anything. So it is coming like this. So and as I told, so this we are remaining with this classes and array helper method. Array helper methods are a bit longer, so we are going to do that, and tomorrow, and maybe if we get some time, we are going to do some example also. So with this, actually I will end today's stream here, and we are going to meet tomorrow for the last day of JavaScript. Hope all are filling the attendance form, and you will get your certificate by Saturday evening, because it will take time. Okay, it is not like that. Okay, once you'll get it by Saturday evening, and with this I will end this stream.